Good morning. How you doing? Hope you're well. Here I am again. My little morning ramble. That hopefully some of you are getting used to by now. If not, welcome. I'm Alec. I'll talk about mindset, well-being, self-mastery, resilience, and a few other things thrown into the mix. I'm on my usual morning walk, one of my little physical, mental well-being things that I do every morning, and then I'll also do this a few more times later in the day. I love getting out in nature, and also grounding, take cold showers. I know, not for everybody, but hey, somebody's got to like a cold shower, right? And so I'm one of the few. And yeah, it's just, this is as much for me to help myself, to remind myself on my own kind of, well-being journey. Help me stay in check. Remember the things that I'm saying, not just about preaching to you all, trying to tell you what to do. It's a reminder for me to, figure out my own path. So today, I'm going to talk about, I don't know, it's probably slightly controversial. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. So, tradition, right? We develop ways culturally, as communities, countries, organizations. We develop traditions, and those get embedded in our culture, and they become the defined way of doing things. Now, I'm not knocking tradition because it serves a purpose. Obviously, it serves a purpose. But my thing is this. What happens when tradition doesn't help us? What happens when tradition that gets weaved into culture and community and sometimes religion as well? And it's like, this is the way we do it. That's it. No other way of doing this thing. We've done it like this for thousands of years. Why would we change it? It served us. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I hate that term, by the way. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Anyway, before I go off a tangent, just to talk about that phrase, tradition. There's a reason why it's in place, right? But if you're trying to build a life of self-mastery, if you're trying to build a different mindset to the norm, then often there are times where tradition doesn't serve us. And the reason why that is because tradition wants us to be safe. Tradition, and I'm not saying safe go and put yourself in danger, in harm's way and all the rest. Tradition doesn't want us to try new things. Tradition doesn't want us to innovate. Tradition wants us to kind of stay in the safety of our little confines that we know everything is okay, and we'll be quote unquote safe. But what if tradition is holding you back? What if tradition is preventing you from achieving the things that you want for yourself, for your partner, for your children, your wider family, your community? What if tradition is the roadblock? Because communities, our heritage, our culture doesn't want us to, society doesn't want us to look at things in a specific way. Now, obviously, there are scenarios, as I mentioned earlier, where tradition serves a purpose, and I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about that, right? Because those are a given. If you're going to argue about those things, then it's not a conversation worth having. I'm talking about the things that say you can only live life in this particular way. You can only do things in this particular way. You can only date these type of people. You can only work or go to these colleges or universities because they're the best. You can only get this type of education. You have to go to college, get a job, join the corporate ladder and work in that way. You're a woman, so your place is in the home. There are so many things, right? I could go on. This is where tradition doesn't serve us. These are just a few handful of examples. So my challenge to you is, in your own life, because you know what's going on in your life, right? In your own life, where is tradition serving you? And where is it not serving you? And what can you do? Happy to take comments, as always, said with love and respect. Hope you have a great day. Bless up and one love. Peace.